Okay, so we'll be. Tell me when to start, because I'll
And
do
we've
the
started
intro.
now.
Hello and welcome to Indie Talk. We're gonna talk about the indie game what we randomly picked out a fucking hat.
Yeah, we've just randomly picked a game out of the hat. So what game are we choosing today?
Not really picked out a hat, more just out of whatever hell we could think of. FNAF.
Yes,
Everyone, most
great.
people hate it. Some people think it's for kids, but the community is fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, it's got a very
Look
odd
at
community.
search FNAF on DeviantArt and you'll know what I mean.
Warning: don't do that. It will scar you for life.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, your
when
mic
did you
just cut
first?
out there.
Jimbo, when did you find out about FNAF?
uh, when the first game came out, I saw it on I can't remember his name. Cinnamon Toast Ken, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched his, and because I was very young then, I'd say I was around 9. It terrified me. um,
Oh, mate. My introduction was probably worse than other people's. I saw an animation of
yeah, no, I can't imagine anything
Link
worse than
choking
that.
to death for pizza. It was I caught it, the video's still out there probably somewhere. Like it's probably called Cheesy Death or something like that. It just I was like 8. I just sat I had fucked up dreams about it. Yeah, it's a
Terrifying.
really weird. Like the first game was amazing because it pulled on people's paranoia, and not many horror games did stuff like what it did. Like you couldn't run. Normally horror games make you run at the thing, make you go at it, but no, you're just sitting there waiting for it to come to you.
Yeah, and I think in some aspects, FNAF, at least the first game, had a great aspect of fear.
Oh yeah,
Simply
like
because, what if you run out of power? Plus, you've got the
here
random
for the doors
chance
back.
of Golden Freddy appearing. It was fucking terrifying.
No, you know with how they stand in like the back part of the doors, like right next to you, but not behind the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I ever saw them there, I would just shut the door because I couldn't deal with the paranoia of them being there.
Yeah, it really played on the human mind, the original game.
And it was still a good game, but it had a bit more RNG. And the puppet was just fucking terrifying. Like,
Yeah. The second
or should I
game,
say the marionette, as it should fucking be called, because that's a better name than the puppet.
you know what? Yeah, calling it the marionette,
It's terrifying.
it's more scary than saying, oh, it's the puppet.
It's the Don't keep quiet. The puppet's coming. Keep quiet. The marionette's coming. Like
Yeah, it just adds more fear. So, our verdicts, pretty
it
much, for the first two games, they were good.
in an old and you saw
Yeah, your mic kept cutting out there. We really
war
need
there.
to sort this out. What was that? You repeat yourself there?
Uh, I'm pretty sure I swore there without even realizing that, dude.
It's not like we're getting paid anyway. Swear all you want.
Ah, yeah. Just need to make sure one of my siblings don't watch these and literally scream at me for swearing.
You said a bad word.
No, because he would.
Right, back on topic.
Yeah. FNAF 2 was, to be honest, when you have people screaming about if it's a prequel or a sequel, you've done something right. Because then people are going to keep looking at it, going, wait, what about this? What about that? Yeah, so it's gonna keep going. And as we said before in another episode of this, the one what we recorded, but the audio bloody died.
Yeah, that wasn't very fun.
FNAF works because you can't fit the puzzles, piece it together in a satisfying way. You can always put them together in this way, but there's always this way. And by the way, yes, I am stealing that off Game Theory.
I don't think anyone really minds, to be perfectly honest. But
What?
pretty much yeah. It it worked so well because you never really knew what direction it was gonna go.
Yeah.
And it always.
And guarantee nobody in FNAF 1 was going, it's going to turn into a cyber cult when this murder is going into people's fucking brains.
Yeah, no one expected that. No one, when the first game came out in 2014, said, it's gonna go into a VR game where, cyber cult or whatever it is.
People that in 2014, no one knew what the bloody hell VR was.
In 2014, VR didn't exist.
Yeah. But I do have to say, there are some shit theories out there. Like, the phone guy's purple guy. It was entirely on, he knows how to use suit. Look, he looks like he's holding phone. I'm
Yeah, that
sorry,
was a
does
caveman
man
theory.
die? And yes, it does have some good connections with the entire look in the suits in the back, but it just doesn't fit together.
No,
When
because it doesn't make sense law-wise.
yeah, and I don't like FNAF for the gameplay, for the fans, for that.
FNAF
I
4.
like it for the lore, because the lore is what drags you in, what makes you look and go, ooh, that's interesting, and makes you think.
Yeah, that's what a game really at the end of the day should do.
Make you think. Make it so that you don't forget it.
It needs to be a memorable experience,
That's my
otherwise
problem
you've
with Call of
failed as a
Duty.
developer.
People remember them for the gameplay, like Call of Duty 2. I hear it like, it's the best Call of Duty game ever, yay! Look at
That's
the
Modern Warfare
bloody
2.
multiplayer. What makes you remember it? The gameplay? The characters? Captain Price? I don't even know if he's in the game.
Are you talking about Call of Duty 2 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2?
Okay, fine, no. Me, I have not played either of them.
You've not played Modern Warfare 2, right? Me and you are gonna sit down and we're gonna play Modern Warfare 2.
Okay? I'm guessing that's the one I'm talking about when people go, oh, you need to play it so good.
It is Modern Warfare 2 is a really good Call of Duty game.
Yeah. Back on topic. We really need to learn how to keep on topic. Yeah.
No.
And also, it's eerie because people don't like things that look human but aren't. That's why nobody liked Mr. Blobby, mainly because he was also a bit of an asshole.
Mr. Blobby, what?
Search Mr. Blobby.
I know what it is, it's just it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Why are you talking about Mr. Blobby?
Because it has the aspects of it. It's something that looks human, but it isn't.
Mr.
You
Blobby
can.
doesn't even look human.
It has the aspects of a human. It is.
It's got arms. I'll give you that.
It's
got
a
arms.
bipedal human like silhouette. If you
It's a
seen
suit.
if you seen a left wing feminist with blue hair, you would think it's Mr. Blobby that bloody round.
Good one.
So yeah, you always have that. What makes it really weird. But then, when the part what I think made the series go down wasn't even FNAF 3. I like FNAF 3. It's interesting. The lore was cream of the crop, but my only problem with it is that you put a bloody code in a fucking wall.
So the only issue you have with FNAF 3 is the wall code.
Yeah. Everything else made a slight bit of sense.
Yeah, I
Oh
love
yes.
FNAF 3.
Let me just dial 911 into this wall so I can get the police to save me.
I like FNAF 3, but one thing I never understood is why there's only one animatronic out to get you.
Let me explain that. Because the rest of them were destroyed, scrapped, and all that, and you are... What's game theory? What's game
So
theory?
if we're going by timeline, you would say FNAF 3 would be the end of the timeline.
No. Yeah, it's right about the end.
It's
And
near
then
the end, then Help Wanted comes after.
Yeah. Because Mr. Afton's in hell. Oh yeah. Mr. Afton's in hell.
Great, just great.
Yeah, top quality banter.
Banter!
Yeah.
Oh, that's a ninth can.
Are you just guzzling energy drinks over there?
I had 8 empty cans in my bedroom, all from the previous week.
Lovely.
I need help.
Help me out. Help me. I'm turning into an alcoholic.
Yeah, we'll just
Well,
switch
that
alcohol for energy drinks.
help. No, help me. I'm becoming an energy hole.
Right, so, least favourite FNAF game in the series?
Uh, Sister location.
No, I could see that, yeah, it changed too many things.
Yeah. Like, I do like the gameplay. The gameplay I liked. But, yes, it did have big impacts on the lore, had massive ripples, you could see why it was impacting the shit. But, it made not a bloody drop of sense. Like, even, like, I know this is gonna make me sound like an asshole, and they're like, oh, it's a series about haunted animatronics, what the fuck, dude? Like, I found some parts just weird. Like, and was it like free 20 mode or something like that? That was just forgettable. Mainly, the only parts people remember about that game was the lore ramifications, not the actual game.
Yeah,
That's people remember FNAF 3 because most people didn't like the gameplay.
oh,
I
I
thought
love
the
the
gameplay.
gameplay on that.
Oh yeah, it was fucking cool. It changed things, but not massively.
See, it changed things, but it didn't, like, stray too far away from what the core was built on, you know, check the cameras, don't get killed.
Yeah, it's just I understood FNAF 4. FNAF 4 was supposed to be the end. It was supposed to be the launch off from yeah, but then I don't know Scott Cawthon lost was too busy gambling to realize when he lost money, so he started building sister location.
See, well, I think FNAF 4 was too confusing. And I think the only reason
Box.
the
Let me explain why you find it confusing. Box.
box, yeah, the box.
Box.
So
Just
I think he made
how would you
sister
describe why
location
some people don't like FNAF 4? Box.
box, just box.
Yeah.
Um, so
Game Theory is currently like said on the most recent video that they're gonna tell everyone what was supposed to be in the box, and I'm sitting here going, "You've done this about 6 times, mate. Which one's what's in the box now?
a dead body.
Cocaine addicts pills."
It's just William Afton's drugs. But yeah, the box ending to FNAF 4 wasn't really satisfying, and I think he made sister location just to
Yeah,
sort of like try to close books, but he just opened them up even more.
no, it just removed the final page.
He removed the final
Basically,
page, so he
the
had to
location is
rewrite it.
like removing the final page from a book and never reading it. You don't know what was supposed to be the end for the original story, but then someone reboots the book, and you don't know if that's how it was originally going to end.
Yeah.
It's like someone removing the page from the first book, and then you read the second one,
No,
and
all that's just like
and
reading
all
the
the
second
and
one before the first.
it's no. Let me finish my reason.
I'll let you
Like
finish.
you don't know if that was like the second book is entirely different. Apparently, it's the same story. It removed a couple things from it, so you're currently working on old facts when you should be looking at new, and you're currently still thinking about questions from the old one. Can't think about the new one.
Yeah. I see what you mean with that.
Yeah,
So
that's why you and I are friends. Both of us make no sense, so it basically cancels out the making no sense of each other.
yeah, like we'll cancel out the stupidity check so it somewhat makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I think my least favourite FNAF game in the series probably would have been probably would have been Custom Night, even though technically isn't a game in the series.
It
Uh,
is. It is. It does have some low ramifications because William Afton's now in hell.
I mean,
That is the law.
that's
William
what the
Afton,
game essentially is. It's William Afton in hell because if the
he's a
puppet
dick.
kills you, there's it says the phrases like "I'm not afraid of you, not anymore."
Basically saying, "Bitch, you're in my rep. You're
You're
now
in my
in my."
house now, boy.
Yeah. Pizzeria Simulator was weird. I'll give it that. It was weird. It was trip. It was no. You mainly people thought like, oh, he's just making this for fun and all that. Nope.
Well, it was
And
sort of
that's
added
and
on
that's
to
where
what
the best animatronic of the entire game came from.
the puppet
Ned Bear. No, Ned Bear.
Ned Bear. I personally think it's number one crate, but that's just me.
Number what?
The crate,
Number one crate.
number one
Tra-
crate.
you cannot have just a favorite trash in the gang. They're all put in as one.
Right, trash in the gang then. Trash in the gang.
To be honest, trash in the gang is mint.
They are great.
Someone better make a mod for the original one for FNAF 1 when it is literally just trash in the gang.
That would be great. Chica's the balloon.
I'm gonna. Don't pop until you stop. Jimbo, once you pop, you just can't stop.
Coke is nice.
Coca-Cola.
No, Asda Cola.
AsdaCola.com.
I wish that was a joke. I really do.
Are you actually drinking Asda Cola?
Well, there's no one else in the house, is there? Well, there's lemonade. But I can't be
But
asked to walk downstairs and get some. Right, back on topic.
yeah, you and me are really bad at going off topic.
we need to sort that out.
Yeah, we just need someone behind us pointing a gun to our head, and if we go off topic, they just shoot us.
So, what would you say was the changing the turning point of the story in Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, damn! What story are you talking about? The Aftons, the fucking the killer trilogy of the first three, or you're talking about the FNAF 4 sister location and the and set Fazbear Simulator of the Afton trilogy.
See, this is what I meant. It was the story branched off too much.
No, I was fine with that because you could obviously tell FNAF 3 was the end of like the Purple Guy bit. It was the end of all that, and then you went into the
Sister
Afton.
location from that 4 thing.
Yeah, when it was more of a
Like more of an
story about
Afton
the
based
whole.
story.
It was more of the entire family than just Afton being murderer.
You see, I'm hoping, right? I think personally the original story I think
Oh yeah,
Help Wanted that sort of closed that book and opened up a new one.
oh yeah. Basically saying that all the games you just played through were made by a game creator. Some of them were probably more real than not. Like FNAF 3 was probably real, more real than you think. There were murders, but some of them were just games, and that like the game creator literally just made it so that some parts of it is actual parts of the story. So like Afton being the murderer, all that. But there's parts what you can see and go, yeah, that's not a part what's supposed to be taken seriously. Like, yes, there were string of murders, but no, the animatronics probably weren't possessed. Either they were, and I haven't looked at the law enough recently.
You see,
'Cause
I've not looked at the law either, so what we are saying could essentially just be a completely, like, often stupid.
This is. Let's make this a part 1.
Yeah, we'll continue this, say Tuesday.
No, Tuesday is Bendy Day.
Oh yeah, Tuesday's when we talk about Bendy.
Yeah, we're gonna live stream that.
We'll live stream that. Be
Yeah.
there on Sunday. No, fuck, Tuesday. Be there on Tuesday, folks.
No, we are doing a podcast tomorrow as well.
Something will happen tomorrow.
Can we talking about indie games? Puppet Combo. Yeah, gonna be talking about that. Gonna be talking about a game what me and Jimbo both have tabs. Totally accurate, Bowser. Game what, like Hello Neighbor, was in development for a long time, but wasn't such a goddamn fucking disappointment.
Yeah. Which, we could easily redo that Hello Neighbor video. I think we should, eventually.
Should we?
Yeah, probably because
Yeah, fuck it. We'll... Okay. Okay, well, this has been good.
We will touch on more things next week.
But we're not gonna touch the kids.
No, we're not Jimmy Savile.
We're not Jimbo.
We're not Dane.
Okay. Goodbye.